Hi everyone, my name is Leonie Powers, owner of Modern Herbal Apothecary, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an herbal tincture. So what is an herbal tincture? This is an herbal tincture. It is a concentrated herbal extract. And what that means is that you're placing the herbs in some form of liquid, which is called the menstruum, be it alcohol, glycerin, or vinegar, and you're extracting out the parts of the herb that you need to use as medicine. And then you place it in a bottle like this, ready when you are. Some of the pros of tinctures. 1, it's shelf stable. It can stay viable for an incredibly long amount of time. 2, because it's already prepared and sitting on your shelf, it's ready when you need it. And 3, it can fit into these nice little bottles, which makes this travel friendly, and you can drop it in your bag and go wherever you need to go. There are different ways to prepare tinctures. For this particular video, we're only gonna go through the folk method. Today, we're gonna be making an herbal tincture from dried herb. We're gonna be making a postpartum blend from about 12 different herbs that I wouldn't have access to in their natural fresh state. So we purchased them dry. An example is gonna be our turmeric, reishi, and astragalus. So in order to prep these to make a tincture, you have to grind them down and turn them into a powder. So that, along with all of the other herbs in this blend, magically turn into our postpartum base. And this is what we're gonna be using to make our tincture. Now, when using a tincture with dried herb, you're gonna be filling up your jar or vessel to about 1/3. And try not to waste as much as I am. I'm just teaching you the most simple and basic folk method. Now it's time for you to add your menstruum. There are different types of menstruums that you can use. Menstruum is just the liquid that you're adding to the herbs, and that's what's gonna hold all of the chemical components that are gonna be extracted out of your herbs. That's what makes the medicine. You can use as your liquid, as your menstruum, alcohol, glycerin, or vinegar. Today, I'm going to be using a mix of alcohol and glycerin. When you are choosing the alcohol that you're going to use in your tincture, you want to make sure that it's coming in about 80 to 90 proof. A lot of people use vodka, some people use brandy. I'm using a culinary solvent that I've diluted down to about 90 proof. I'm just stirring my glycerin in, and then I'm going to add it to my jar. You're going to add it in sections, because you don't want it to not hit the bottom of the jar. You want to get clumps. So you're just going to mix it up, making sure that it gets down to the bottom. Pick it up, look on the bottom, make sure you don't see any dry spots. Now, you want to seal it up and let it infuse. I always like to use a piece of parchment paper in between the jar and the lid, especially if the lid is going to be metal. It just keeps any type of corrosion from contaminating your tincture. You can also use a plastic lid. However, when you're using a tincture that has something that has a lot of natural pigment like turmeric, it just makes for an easier cleanup when you use the parchment paper. Give it a shake. Now that you've made your tincture, it's time for it to sit and infuse. Here at the shop, we have a commercial warmer where I can pop it in and infuse it at an accelerated amount of time. I would leave it in there for about 3 to 4 days at a temperature not over 115 degrees. But at home, if you don't have a warmer, place it into a dark place like a kitchen cabinet, as long as it's out of direct sunlight. Shake it about once a day, and in about 6 weeks, you'll strain it and bottle it up with a label and the date that you made it. That's one of the most important things. And you'll have your tincture ready when you are. So now that you know how to make a tincture, just know that you can use it for just about anything when it comes to herbal medicine. It is a quick and easy delivery method from anything from hormone balancing, if someone is experiencing a lot of acne on their face or going into menopause, for pain relief, if you have a really bad migraine, this one's really great. Or the hangover, when you need a little help shaking off the night that you just had. All of these tinctures and so many more are available at our shop. You can check them out at the links provided below. I hope you found this video to be informative and the process to be easy to follow. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below and let us know about any creative tincture applications or formulas that you come up with. I love to learn from you.